everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Mariana and you're watching Lucifer's Library. I am wearing this old sweater. This sweater is really old. I think it's from the 80s, 90s, probably somewhere around that. If you hear a bird in the background, that's Kara. I know that a lot of people don't like birds in the background, but I love her and I'm not gonna tell her to shut up just because I can't. Today I'm doing the intimidating TBR pile tag, and all the books that I'm going to be mentioning today, I'm going to be putting on my spring TBR. This tag is choosing my spring TBR, basically. I started my seasonal TBRs last year with my summer TBR, which I had, I think, about 10 books that I completed in 10 days. And then I moved on to my fall TBR, which was 30 books in 3 months. And then winter TBR, which was around 30 books as well, but it didn't go as planned. So this tag is a lot shorter and I have a lot less books to read, but all the books are just suggestions. I don't have to stick to my seasonal TBR. It's just if I'm looking for something to read, these are the books that I would gravitate towards. Just a quick recap, I did say that my winter TBR didn't go as planned. It's because the majority of the books I have actually unhauled. I've unhauled 9 books. I've read 8, but I'm also planning on finishing 1 more, and 12 I did not end up reading at all. Obviously I did not count the one that I have planned to read, which is also my current read. I'm starting it today. Disclaimer, I have not seen any of the books that I'm about to pick. All of this is completely random and spontaneous. Question number 1, which book on your TBR pile have you not finished? So I'm guessing this is a book I have started but haven't read yet. I pulled out all the books that I have started but haven't yet finished or read, and there's a lot of them. We have The Fiery Heart, The Mark of Athena, Little Women, Sweet Reckoning, The Switch, Given, Illuminae, and of course the infamous Empire of Storms. A smart person would go at it by thinking what book has been on my TBR the longest, and for that reason I think I might go with Empire of Storms, but since I'm not smart, I might also go with what book is the biggest, the chunkiest, but would probably be the easiest, the fastest read, and I could go with Illuminae because the format of this, it's very different. But again, you have to read this physically, so this is gonna be a challenge because I do have to take some time to read. Then again, I am restarting this entire series, so it wouldn't make any sense for me to start this book. I plan on reading 1 book in the series a month, and that's why I am planning on building my way up to this book. So this book obviously now has to not be a contender. This one I've had on my shelf the longest, and I've been in the middle of it since 2020. So it's either one of these, but I can't decide. If we go alphabetically, this one comes before this one. So I don't want to read this one. You know what? I'm choosing this one. It's fine. It's fine. If I go about it the same way that I did the first question, we're gonna be here the whole day, so I need to speed this up. What's a book you haven't had the time to read? Given by Nandy Taylor. I could go with the rest of the books on my shelves, but Given I've actually started in February and I wanted to see how far I can get through in 1 day and see if I actually enjoy it enough to keep it on my TBR, and I did end up enjoying it a lot. And I said that I wanted to read it as soon as possible, but I didn't have the time, so I think this is the perfect book for this tag. Question number 3, what book have you not read because it's a sequel? I mean, we could go, again, I have some of these that I have already started, which I think would be nice to prioritize. We have The Mark of Athena, we have Empire of Storms, obviously, The Sweet Reckoning, and The Fiery Heart. So I'm gonna choose one of these, and I think, okay, The Mark of Athena. Do you have a book you haven't read because it's brand new? I have a lot of them, but I think I know which one I'm actually gonna pick this time. When I read this question, my immediate thought process was, whenever I make a purchase, a brand new book haul, I guess, I put off the books that I just bought for the reason that I feel guilty because the books on my shelves, some of them have been waiting for years for me to pick them up. And so why would I pick up new books if I have so many still waiting? And this is the one book that I really want to read, but I've been putting off because it's brand new, because it's a recent purchase and I should probably prioritize other books. And that is A Promise of Fire by Amanda Bouchette. Question number 5. Have you got a book by an author you read before but didn't really like? I'll have to see about that. Oh, No need. The Switch by Beth O'Leary. I read The Flat Share in February, and I think this author is probably the only author that I own that fits this prompt. Wide variety of books so far. We have mythology, two fantasy books, science fiction, and contemporary. That's nice. I like that. Now all we need is a paranormal book. Question number 6. Is there a book on your TBR pile that you're not in the mood to read? I mean, a lot of them. I guess today, it changes day by day, but today I would say Sweet Reckoning and The Fiery Heart. These are the two books that I have the most resistance to pick up and read for some reason, especially Sweet Reckoning. I don't know why. I absolutely loved the first two books, but it's been so long that I don't want to reread them again in order to pick this up. But I also don't want to just pick this up. But yeah. Oh, I have to add it. I have to add one on my TBR pile. And since I talked about this one, I guess this one is gonna be... It didn't even register that I have to add one of these to my TBR pile. Oh gosh. It's fine, it's fine. I don't need to read the first two. Question number 7. What book have you put off reading because it's huge? Okay. So, Empire of Storms obviously doesn't count here. We have The Name of the Wind, which I heard mixed things about. Crescent City, A Court of Silver Flames, Glass Sword, and then Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy. But because this is the one that I think it's gonna be the fastest to read, I'm cheating a little bit. Still, it's huge, but I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna put this one on my shelf because I know it's a collection of short stories and I do want to get it off my TBR, if that makes sense. Question number 8. Do you have a TBR that you mostly bought because of the cover? I mean, yeah, obviously. Most of the books that I buy are cover buys. Okay, so we have A Dark and Hollow Star. We have Daughters of Nri. And then we have A Curse So Dark and Lonely. Alright, I think out of these ones, I'm gonna go for this one because I'm most excited for it. It's about twins, and each of them I think have been separated from birth and they have their own magic, and yeah, I'm really excited about that. Question number 9. Which book in your TBR do you find most intimidating? I hate this. I hate this. Look at me just exposing myself. But apart from, again, Empire of Storms, I do have to go with either Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, A Court of Silver Flames, or Crescent City. I don't know why I'm so intimidated by Sarah J Maas's books, maybe because they're huge and because you just genuinely need to sit down and read them. But I think I'm gonna choose A Court of Silver Flames. Alright, that brings us to this TBR. It's huge, but still, it's way better than having 30 books to read in 3 months. I mean, it's like 10 books a month. And for this pile, I have 9 books, which means 3 books a month. It shouldn't be that intimidating. So maybe it'll make me more excited to read them. What I've come to realize is that I mostly have fantasy on my bookshelf. And if I had more contemporary, more science fiction, more paranormal, I think I would fly through my TBR faster. I don't know which books I'm gonna start first, but this is just my current train of thought. It is always bound to change, and we'll see with the TBR prompts that I get every single month what actually happens in the end. But yeah, it's actually a really good TBR. I'm feeling quite proud of myself. I hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!